Welcome to One Heart News and a new segment called Ask Pastor. During this segment, we ask a member of our staff questions about our church, the specific ministries they lead, and about themselves. Today we're spotlighting Brother Gerald. Let's get started.
So, Brother Gerald, why don't you like the color pink?
I've never liked the color pink for lots of different reasons. It obviously doesn't go well with my skin tone, but more than that, I like more brilliant colors that stand out more, like the blues, a different family of the blues, as well as some other colors that I can mention. But obviously, I've seen people like Eddie wear pink, and it's a tragedy in itself to see that color on him. And so I think that we need to reevaluate the worship team ever wearing pink on Sunday morning. That's why I don't like pink.
Brother Gerald, how do you remember your sermons?
Well, my sermon obviously is a product of God speaking in my heart. And so when God speaks to you, normally you have a much better recall than if someone else is saying to you. And so for me personally, every single week, I try to hear the heart of God, hear what it is God's saying to me, and then figure out a way to present it in such a way that when you hear it, that it touches your heart and life, and you go away going, you know what, that's exactly where I want to be. And that's why, for example, in recent weeks, we've talked about bold faith, which is the very kind of faith that I want to have in my own life. And I developed a series out of that. And the same thing regarding victory right now. As we look at the essence of victory, that culminating aspect, that's the most critical thing we can get into at the point of serving God, and that is to be victorious in Him, because He always leads us to triumph. So I can remember it by keeping my heart fixed on Him.
Brother Gerald, how did you know you wanted to be a pastor?
Obviously, a calling is something where God does something in your life that changes who you are. And for me personally, I came to the point of realization that there's nothing else I could do in life that would bring me the joy of watching someone come to Christ, being able to teach God's Word and share it in such a way that would make a difference. And so I became very aware, late teen years, that I would be focused on something that would have an eternal purpose. And, you know, all of us get to choose, we think, but the reality is God is the one who makes the choice for every vocation we go into. And so it may very well be that you're in a different vocational area, but you're where God had called you. I know that God called me to be a pastor, and He called me to be the pastor of One Heart Church, and I'm committed to it with every breath that I take, and I'm excited about it.
So what is your favorite blizzard?
I'm so excited you asked that question, because my favorite blizzard is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Blizzard. Why? Because you get the nutritious peanut butter you need, while also being blessed by the sweet taste of Dairy Queen ice cream. So, you want something to bless you? Stop by Dairy Queen and ask for the Brother Gerald Special, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Blizzard.
Do you have a question you'd like to ask one of our staff members? If so, you may get the chance to ask it on camera. Email your question to mediaministries@oneheartchurch.org.